Max and the Bouncing Bubble Pond. It was a beautiful day in the forest. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and Max was bouncing. He was so happy. Just look at him. Bounce, bounce, happy Max. Then he spotted something strange in the distance. What was that? A little pink glowing light coming from behind some trees. Max bounced over to investigate. When he got closer, he saw something amazing. There was a small pond, and inside the pond, there were hundreds of bubbles floating up and down. And these weren't ordinary bubbles. They were rainbow colored and they bounced. Max had never seen anything like it. Then Max noticed something else. All around the pond, there were little footprints. So he wasn't the first to discover this amazing place. Curious, Max carefully stepped on one of the bubbles. Pop! He landed right back down again. It was hard, but it felt good. Then he tried it again. Pop! Up and down, up and down. Max was having so much fun. He wanted to play with his friends, so he ran off to tell them about his exciting discovery. When they arrived, they couldn't believe their eyes. A pond full of bouncy bubbles. It looked magical. Immediately, the gang started bouncing up and down on the bubbles. They were laughing and screaming with delight. Pig, the smallest and lightest of the group, bounced the highest. Dog, the biggest and bounciest of the bunch, bounced with such force that he nearly knocked poor Rabbit flying. And Mole bounced, well, just about as high as he could. As for Max, he bounced next to Frog. And at first, Frog was very excited too. Bouncing on bubbles was great fun, but after a while, he started to get bored. This is so boring, he said in a sulky voice. I wish I could fly all the way to the top of that mountain over there. He pointed his finger at a tall mountain peak in the distance. If only I had wings, he sighed. Just then, another bubble floated past and Frog hopped on it. He closed his eyes tight and wished with all his might that he could fly. Suddenly, the bubble shot upwards with great speed. When Frog opened his eyes, he saw that he was soaring through the air, higher and higher. He was really flying. All the other animals watched in amazement as Frog floated further and further away. At first, it was fun to watch, but soon they started to get worried. Oh dear, said Rabbit. I hope he's okay. We have to do something, said Pig. But what? As they thought of what to do, Max suddenly remembered what his grandpa had taught him. If you make a net with sticks and then put a big bowl in the middle, you can use it to collect rainwater. Max knew just how to save Frog. He quickly made a net out of sticks and vines, and he put a large leaf in the middle. Then he asked Dog and Mole to help him hold the net steady. Soon, they had it set up and ready to go. Meanwhile, Frog was still floating high above the ground. He was scared. What if he never came back down? Would he be stuck up here forever? Just then, he saw Max and the others with their net. Help me! He shouted as loud as he could. Max and the others heard him and began to run under the net. As Frog floated past, Max reached out and grabbed his hand. The others grabbed onto Frog's tail and his legs, and with all their strength, they pulled him back down to earth. Safe at last, they let go of Frog and he plopped right back down into the bubble pond. Plop, plop. Thanks, everyone, said Frog. That was an adventure. Now I know not to wish for things I'm not careful what I wish for. The other animals nodded. Sometimes wishes don't always go as planned, but they were just glad that Frog was okay. Then all the animals started to bounce again, this time with Frog. They were best friends once more, and they had a wonderful day playing in the magical bubble pond. They bounced and splashed until the sun began to set and it was time to go home. Max looked back at the bubble pond one last time before he went. Maybe tomorrow he would discover another amazing place.